Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I welcome all of you to our club meeting with the theme New Year, New Me. My name is DM Wasim Khalid Mahmood. I am Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. Before I start the meeting, I request all of you to follow the meeting rules. Please switch off your noisable devices. Please put yourself on mute when not speaking. The mission of our club is to provide supportive and learning experience in which members develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in self-confidence and personal growth. Now, I would like to call our president, who is an Area 37 director, a passionate Toastmasters, Vice President Education. I wish him to achieve higher leadership role in professional life. Please welcome our club president, TM Mohammed Viqaruddin, with huge round of applause to call meeting to order. Please welcome our president, TM Mohammed Viqaruddin.
Thank you, Sergeant Arms Toastmaster Wasim Khalid, and most experienced in our IT club. And with that, thank you for your warm and wonderful introduction. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening. I call this meeting to order. It's my privilege and welcome you at Bahrain IT Professional Toastmasters Club meeting number 90. 10 meetings to go for our 100th meetings. Let me acknowledge the presence of guests and dignitaries in the meeting. I would like our guest, which I can see on my screen. I can see Mr. Mohammed. Can you introduce yourself to the audience?
Hello, everybody. My name is Mohammed Abdurrahman. Currently, I'm working in Hamad University Hospital as ICT director. This is my second time joining your prestigious club, and hopefully by the next time I'll be initiating as a new Toastmaster. So far, I've been even Mohammed nagging Mohammed to ask about the next session, just because of how much I enjoyed the first session. Glad to meet you all and hope to learn from all of you.
Thank you, Mr. Hamad. And definitely next meeting, you will be called official Toastmaster, which we want to keep like a special ceremony for you. That's what we postponed for you to keep on next meeting. Thank you for joining with us. And our treasurer sending some message as well. So he will contact you. Now we have another guest, which is Dr. Veena, DTM. Veena, can you introduce yourself? You are also a role player, but you as our guest today.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening, all. I am Toastmaster Veena. I was the past president of Angels Toastmaster Club as well as Karnataka Toastmaster Club, and also the president VPP of Karnataka Toastmaster Club. It's my first meeting at the BITP, and it's my pleasure to be here as a part of the team.
Thank you, Dr. Veena, to taking as a role as a general evaluator. We need your feedback and your experienced Toastmaster and a champion in public speaking and leadership. Thank you. And now we have one more guest, our Area 3 Director, Toastmaster Amanda Rabo. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amanda Rabo. I'm a member of two clubs. That's Sri Lanka Club Symposium and Bahrain Distinguished Toastmasters Club. And I'm a non-paid member of Bahrain BITB Club. I'm happy to be here with you all.
I remember our past president Santosh Abraham already induct you to be member of BITP, and Toastmaster Ahmed Balochi also inform, and our charter president as well. So hope in this term we will take you in our club. Thank you for joining with us and giving your icebreaker speech. Now here we have another guest, which is our another area director, Toastmaster Sarah Ibrahim. Can you introduce yourself?
Good evening, everyone. This is Sarah Ibrahim, and you can ignore the area director title, please. I'm not so proud of the fact right now at the moment. Anyways, I was very curious as to why BITP went online today. That is why I joined in the meeting. Well, curiosity will kill this human, apparently. And yeah, I've been to BITP meetings before. Honestly, I am in the house, in the presence of an IT professional at home all the time. That is why I don't attend BITP meetings so often. But today, the IT professional is not there at home, so I've attended.
Thank you.
And I look forward to the meeting.
Thank
Over
you
to
so
you,
much,
President.
Toastmaster Sarah. As a meeting protocol, I need to respect you because you are an area director. I will not say you are Toastmaster Sarah Ibrahim, and we have good connection with BITP. Earlier, she was supporting for our YLP as well as. Thank you so much. Now we have another guest all the way from Cairo, Toastmaster Hiba. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, welcome everyone. I am Hiba Qadri, an instrument and control engineer. I work in oil and gas company, engineering company, experience of about 15 years. I joined Cairo Toastmasters 3 months ago to enhance my public speaking capabilities, and I like also table topics. So I looking forward to enhance my capabilities by joining the diverse on remote Toastmasters clubs like Bahrain. I heard you are very talented. So I am looking forward to learn more and get experience. Thank you all.
Thank you for your appreciation. And this club is very special, and we have lots of leaders has made from here. And thank you for your feedback. I am so happy. Thank you for being with us. Now, so those who are guests, our BITP almost 4 years as a Toastmasters club, where we make warm, friendly, and supportive environment. As the guests to understand our each meeting, second and fourth Monday of the month, and we'll start exactly by 7:30 p.m. to fulfill our mission. As Sergeant Arms Toastmaster Wasim Khalid read out the club mission at his opening speech. Our mission originates from our club vision. That is a place to deep IT community and in general the community where ambitious speakers and leaders come to learn and proven, like Toastmaster Santosh Abraham, orator, interpreter, pointers, continue to grow and share their wisdom by our all IT professionals. Before start the next session of this meeting, let us adopt the agenda. I would like to ask Vice President Education, Toastmaster Shakil, is there any changes in the agenda as we published?
Yes, Mr. President, there are 3 changes. We don't have 3 role players. Timer, Toastmaster Yaz Ahmed, he is not here. And I will take the timer role in that case.
Okay.
And to counter Toastmaster Akash Munjal, he is also excused. So we need either volunteer or we can ask Toastmaster Wasim to take that role.
Okay, great.
Can we take?
Okay.
And I think Toastmaster Santosh is there. So that's it. I think there are 2 changes only. Yes, only 2 changes.
Okay.
And
So with the changes, that means Toastmaster of the day also we have here. Earlier it was Anis. Do we have any apologies?
no apologies received from anyone.
Okay. So as in our XCOM group, we received some apologies from our XCOM members. They are not joining and due to some emergency. And
One
proposed changes. So now we have change number 1, which is Toastmaster Wasim will take as a counter, and change number 2, you taking as a timer. This is
Yes,
2 change.
2 changes.
Right? Can somebody propose the agenda by VP Education?
I propose the
Toastmaster.
agenda. Toastmaster Santosh proposed the agenda.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh Abraham, to propose the agenda. I would like someone can second the agenda. Second the agenda.
Okay, I Toastmaster Shakil second the changes in the agenda.
So with that, we have adopt the agenda, some changes which proposed by our VP Education, Toastmaster Shakil. So now I will wait for 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So hearing none, I declare agenda has been adopted. Proposed changes by VP Education. Now, our theme. Wow, what a wonderful theme selected by our VP Education. New year, new me. For me, new year means new habits, new failures, new accomplishment, new opportunities. It seems like in January, everything revolves around one objective, that is new. Out with the old, within new, right? Let us take some lessons from the old year, gave us, learn from them, building something new in 2023. I have not been a fan of New Year resolutions, but still I did review of the past year when I was taking a new charge as a president. It is challenging for me. Still, I am keep learning, keep growing. Thank you for Toastmasters community. So in this year, I will be more on focusing and doing less multitasking. That is look like good running around like a headless chicken. I will be more focusing on every year. I read 3 to 4 books, but this year also I'm planning to read books and keep myself less on social media. I want to keep myself accountable, so I will share my reviews here in our Toastmasters meeting, building something around the group. This is also the reason why I am so exciting for our upcoming meetings, which is 100th meeting. We have a lots of celebration in our 100th meeting. It will be grand celebration. We have a youth leadership program. Upcoming speechcraft is coming. So I have been get bounding with IT professional club, and from since I remember our Toastmaster Santosh Abraham was as a president. From that time onwards, I never missed single meeting. In all meeting, I am present. So let's 2023 make it happen. For the guest, like to be Toastmaster Mohammed. And what is Toastmaster? Toastmaster is a non-profit educational organization that teaches public speaking leadership skills through a worldwide network of clubs. And members, approximately 80,000 members, and more than 14,700 clubs in all over the world, 144 countries. Since 1924, Toastmaster International helped people from diverse background become more confident speaker, communicator, and leaders. So Toastmaster International, we have founded by Dr. Ralph C. Smedley. The main purpose, the idea of Toastmaster International the group of people gather and share their thought and ideas. And moreover, the Toastmaster International will give you public speaking, leadership skill, maximize your potential, work on networking in a small and supportive environment, practice writing speeches, present in a group like how I'm giving, gain a competitive advantage in the workplace. So with that, I will not take much time. Now our TMOD, which is our immediate past president. And if I want to read his biography, a lot of things are there. So I will not read much, but he is to me inspiration leader. Under his leadership, we learn about youth leadership program, speechcraft, and we make a lot of things under his leadership. And for existing Toastmasters, since our club chartered, we are keeping our memento as a president distinguished club. So last 3 presidents keep memento. I will also keep continue. Upcoming president also will keep continue the president distinguished club. And thank you for my inspiration leader, Toastmaster Ahmed Balochi, accepted the last moment as a Toastmaster of the day. And he is our immediate past president. Now let's welcome with a huge round of applauses to our Toastmaster of the day, Ahmed Al Balochi, to lead the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster, Mr. President. Thank you very much. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, good evening. I know it has been a long time since the last time I was here with you, but I had some few personal issues, families, which I needed to take care of. That's why I could not be with you. So I apologize for that. But the time that I got the chance, so I'm here again, inshallah, and I will be there, inshallah, in the future. And as you say, it was the last minute taking the role of the TMOD, but I'm so happy to take that with alacrity. And this is the word of the day, actually. Powerful, impactful leaders know there is no monopoly on intelligence. And this is said by Carla Harris. She's the vice chairman at Morgan Stanley. Now, why I'm talking about leadership. Leadership, actually, lots of people, they have misunderstood it. I've seen that because of my work as a consultant in the IT field. I have seen that there is, at the moment, as we speak now, specifically in 2000, and we are the new year, 2023, there should be a shift in the mindsets. When we talk about technology, we talk about the transformation, the digital transformation, and the digital transformation is all about mindsets. We need to change by adopting. We need to teach others that learning is a great method of getting knowledge. We need to reassess our stand, our positions, and we need to evaluate how strong are we in what we are doing. Teamwork is one of the greatest things. Trust, the technologies that we are using, are we in the correct place to catch others in what they are doing? We need to set goals. We need to plan, set goals, and execute them. Accountability is something very important for everyone. Now, why I'm saying all these things, I'm talking about leadership and being committed to what you are doing. I had lately a conference, which I was a speaker, not a speaker, actually, I was a lecturer for a university. And I noticed that this new generation, they need to be guided to the proper place or to the proper direction where they need to take the proper decision what to do in the future. For example, you want to be a doctor, or you want to be a journalist, or you want to be a lawyer. It's okay, because lots of people are saying that these roles will be banished because of AI and the new technologies which are coming in. But this is totally wrong, because still you need lawyers, still you need doctors, still you need people who write poems and articles, but you need to inject and you need to integrate what you are learning with technology. And this is the smart thing that you have to do with your kids. Those kids, they were so impressed with what I say, but this is not something new. One of the things that lots of people, they do not know, and because we are IT here, maybe some of you, most of you, you know about this, is the blockchain technology, where there should be a bigger awareness about it. People, they should know what is blockchain and how does it work and what is the benefit for the community. That's why the right leaders, they know where to guide their organizations and where to go. It's not only about the life, how to lead your family or the society that you work in. The place that you are working in, the business that you are doing, you need those skills. To understand the leadership, you need a place. And this place is here, where we are sitting now, and we are listening to each other. Those skills, that are very important to take those decisions. Skills of being a good leader and a good communicator, you need training, even if you are gifted with talents. Because you need the proper professional way of doing things. Now, those you cannot gain them by birth. Those are skills that you need to learn. You need to study. And Toastmaster is the right place for you. And this is my goal, actually. I said all these things to reach over here. I give you all those parts of technologies and leadership and mindset, just to reach to the place that even you, who are not a student and you are working, you need to understand that Toastmaster is the place who made most of us whom we are. Toastmaster is the place which made us good speakers. Toastmaster is the place which allowed me to gain more confidence when I face audience. And this is very important. That's why I encourage you and everyone to spread the message across all your colleagues, friends, and family that, come on, join Toastmaster, enhance your skills, and become a better leader and a better communicator, because you need it. You really need it, especially for those who are young. Those who are young, they need to be a good communicator so they know how to send the message to the other parts, either to their managements or to their peers or colleagues. My colleagues over here, they know that I talk too much. That's why I will just stop until here and I will not go further. Otherwise, I will finish the meeting, the 2 hours, while I'm just speaking about motivation things and giving wisdoms and becoming someone who is like a big lecturer or prophet or something like that. I apologize for that. Okay, let's go now for the real work. Now, the real work is we need to introduce our role player, of course. I know that there are some changes in the agenda, and the first one is the timer. And I believe that Toastmaster Shakil will take over the role of the timer. Toastmaster Shakil, you know Toastmaster Shakil. I will not introduce one by one because most of you have already introduced yourself, and the others, they know their bios and their introductions. So Toastmaster Shakil, please read your role as a timer.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denote specific time remaining. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise a green card. Let me try to show you that. Green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. Those giving speeches should limit their remarks to the specific speech times. Icebreaker speech should be 4 to 6 minute length because we have icebreaker speech in today's meeting. At 4 minutes, I will raise a green card. At 5 minutes, I will raise a yellow card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the red card. Most other speeches should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will raise green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I will raise a red card. The individual evaluations should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will raise a yellow card. At 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. I will give my reports to general evaluator whenever it is called. Thank you. Over to you, Master of Ceremony.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shakil, for the introduction. And now we'll go for the next two roles, which are the Ramirian and the counter. And I believe that Toastmaster Wasim Hassan, he will be doing these two roles. Yes, Toastmaster Wasim, can you just please read your role to the audience? Now he's stuck. I believe he's stuck. Yeah.
His videos.
Thank you very much, TMOD. Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Good evening once again.
I'm not so sure. Do you hear him? I cannot hear him.
His line is
Am I?
He has internet issues, I guess.
Having
He's
some
got stuck
internet.
again.
Okay, he left. He's back. Are you good, Toastmaster Wasim?
Am I audible, TMOD? Yes, I can hear you, but can you hear me, please?
Yes, yes.
Now you are okay. Go
I
ahead.
could hear.
hardly, but you might need to disable the video so we can hear only your voice.
Yes, disable the video so you can take minimum bandwidth. Toastmaster Wasim, you have a connection problem. If you can use your mobile.
Am I audible now?
You are just going and coming. It's disconnecting. It's not stable. Your connection is not stable.
Yeah, now you speak.
Can you try to speak now? So I believe that Toastmaster Wasim.
Okay, by that time you can take general evaluator.
Yeah. Okay, so now let me introduce the general evaluator, but now Toastmaster Veena Nagaraj. Actually, Toastmaster Veena already, she introduced herself. So she takes this burden from my shoulder. And because she's a guest, so I don't need to introduce her, but I had a good experience with Toastmaster Veena, and I believe in DTAC, yes?
Sorry?
As a we had an experience together in DTAC to have
In a BDTM.
Yes. So I had a great time with her during that event, and it was an amazing. And she was so committed. I have to say that, and because I saw it. It's rarely that you can see people who are committed to their role. And she was very serious about delivering the best out what she has been assigned to. Please welcome with me Toastmaster Veena in her role as General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for that wonderful introduction. I don't know whether I'm eligible for that. Anyway, good evening once again. And as you all know, we all human beings, we all want review of our anything, programs or our parties or meetings, whatever it is. So today I'll be the head teacher of you all. So I have another 2-3 teachers who will be marking marks, but don't worry, we'll try to pass all of you. So I have my team along with me, tag team, there's a timer, counter and grammarian, as well as individual evaluators. So I'll be giving the reports. We will be giving, in fact, we will be giving the reports at the end of the meeting when the TMOD, because after all the assignees deliver their speeches or assignments, whatever it is. Back to you, TMOD.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you very much for this wonderful introduction for your role. Now, I'm not so sure if Toastmaster Wasim is back and he can talk. Toastmaster Wasim?
Am I audible, TMOD?
Yes, you're audible. Can you just please read your role about the
Sorry
grammarian?
for the technology glitches. Thank you very much. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening once again. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay closer attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any misuses of the English language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings. As grammarians, it is also my responsibility to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is alacrity. Which mean eagerness, willingness, readiness. Example, they accepted the invitation with alacrity. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I'll give my report when called upon. Thank you. Back to you, TMOD.
You said about the grammarian. Did you say about the counter also?
Yeah, I'm just coming back to our counter.
Go ahead.
Greeting once again. As our counter, it is my responsibility to pay closer attention to the words and sounds that are used as crunch or filler words by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I'll also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I'll report the number of times that each speaker used this expression. Thank you. Back to you, TMOD.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Wasim, for the introduction. For those who had the problem because this is connection, the word of the day is alacrity. Sorry, not alacrity. It's alacrity, and it means eagerness, willingness, readiness. Example, they accepted the invitation with alacrity. They accepted the invitation with alacrity. Okay, now we are going to the next session, which is the education session, actually. And here we have two speakers. Those two speakers, they will be delivering their levels of speech. But let me first of all, for the first speaker, who is Toastmaster Mohammed Arsalan Ayyub. But before that, I need to introduce the evaluator, who is Toastmaster Santosh Ibrahim. Toastmaster Santosh Ibrahim, I do not need to introduce him, because once you hear him, you will know how professional he is. And you will know that you need to learn from this person. He's not a Toastmaster only, he's a real leader. Please welcome with me Toastmaster Santosh Ibrahim as an evaluator for the first speaker to read the role of his speech.
Thank you so much for those wonderful warm words, Toastmaster Ahmed Al-Balushi. You always make people feel good, and that's the best presence and the ambience of the day, and the character that roams around you. And it's a pleasure to be back in BITP Toastmasters after about a month-old gap that I had when I was traveling outside. And today I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Arsalan Ayyub, who will be You will be doing a project, Understanding Emotional Intelligence. Let me tell you a few things about the project. The purpose of the project is for the member to cultivate an understanding of how his or her emotions impact relationships. It's also designed to help the members identify how others' emotions impact his or her emotional state. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of his or her experience, journalizing emotions or being aware of emotions when interacting with others. And to tell you a bit about the speech as such, the member will deliver a well-organized speech about his or her experience, his experience, keeping a journal, and will share the impact of having better awareness of his or her emotions and the emotions of others. The speech may be humorous, informational, or of any style the member chooses. The style should be appropriate for the speech of the content of the speech. I wish good luck to the speaker. This is all about an emotional speech and how emotions can be portrayed in a speech. And let's hear from the speaker. With that, back to you, Toastmaster Day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Santosh, for the wonderful introduction for the speaker and his speech. And now I will leave you with the speaker, Toastmaster Mohammed Arsalan Ayub, and his level 3 in the project, which is Understanding Emotional Intelligence. Please welcome with me Toastmaster Mohammed Arsalan Ayub.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The topic of my speech is, am I audible? I can't hear anybody.
Yes, you are, yes.
Okay.
Okay, I thought that's the switch name.
Okay. Are there timers as well? Can I have the timers being pinged as well or something for the speech?
I'll
Timers?
change my name to timer just a second now.
Sure, sir.
Okay, you can.
So while the timers are coming up, I'll just brief a little bit about my speech. It's about something I feel emotionally connected to, being an IT professional. It's about cyber security for your loved ones. That's the topic of my speech today. And I'm going to be talking about certain incidents. I've changed them a little bit for the purpose of the audience, just to make it a little bit more interesting as well. So the moment the timers are ready, just let me know so I can start with the speech. Actually,
yeah, timer is
I'm ready.
You can go
I'm
to
ready.
the
You can start.
speaker view.
okay. I don't see the timer actually. Why is that so?
Toastmaster
Okay.
Shakil, timer.
You can see my name timer. Can you see
Okay.
my name timer here?
Yeah, but I don't see the clock ticking. Anyways, I'll put up
No,
time
I
on my
don't
side.
have that background.
Okay, no problem.
Let me check
What
it
I'll do
again.
is, it was a wonderful, I think, late afternoon, and evening was just kicking in. I received a call from my son, my younger son, Isa, and I picked up the phone. I was in a hurry, as like everybody else, trying to wrap up work an hour earlier, so I could drive back home, keeping in mind the 5 p.m. traffic of Bahrain. So in the middle of wrapping up stuff, son calls up and he's crying a little bit, and he says, "Papa, I just restarted my PS4 and I'm not able to log into my account anymore," and starts crying. So after a small pause, I was thinking, like, what might have gone wrong? Maybe it's the device or what else. So I didn't say and utter a word. I started looking at my son, visualizing him virtually. What might he be going through? So I tried to calm him down. I said, first of all, you need to stop crying and you need to let me know what started all of this. So he's like, I was talking to a friend of mine that I have friended online, and he asked me to provide my username and password for the game. Keep in mind, kids use a lot of different tools and applications. So this was over Discord. And once I give it to him, he wants me to restart my PS4. And that's exactly what I did. I have lost control. And that's what I heard from my son. I have lost control. It's not an easy thing for a kid to go through. Now, I came across a trademark presentation from the president, Mr. Barack Obama, way back in, I think, 2010 or 2008. I remember something like that. It was about stop, think, and connect. Understanding what to do in the digital world is really important, not just for IT professionals, but for our loved ones as well. So I let my son get off the phone in a very nice manner, rather than yelling or belittling him. I told him, once Papa is back home, everything will be fine. We'll get your account back. This was one of the incidents. And the other one came along, I think, a week later. My dad received a message from one of his good friends over Facebook. Uncle Kamran has been my dad's friend for over 50 years now. They grew up together. Uncle Kamran wanted some money and he was unable to place a call. Sure, why not? My dad uses Facebook like anybody else. WhatsApp, Facebook, Discord, Instagram. This is the new generation, or it's the 21st century, I would say. It's a digital century. So he comes up with a chat that says, I'm not able to talk to you. I'm not able to call you, but I'm in need of money. Would you be able to send across some money and give it back to you on payday? Yeah, and Mr. Ayub is a kind friend and an old friend. And these transactions have been going around between Mr. Ayub and Mr. Kamran for a very long time, because that's what friends are for, lending money in the time of need. But the times changed. They usually would carry on these transactions face to face, or at least have a phone call where he would listen to his voice and to maybe some other concerns. But he was like not that much interested to stop, think, and connect. So what my father did was went to his bank account, took the IBAN shared in the Facebook Messenger, and transferred the money that Mr. Kamran had requested to be sent across. Lovely piece of friendship. Okay, that's not it. My wife, I come home one fine evening, as everybody would be expecting. Honey, I'm home. And I'm greeted by my wife. And she tells me that she saw her pictures over an Instagram post. And then the spa that she usually visits to has asked her that she needs to make a transaction before 8 p.m. tonight so she can get a discount over some lovely package that she can make use of along with her friends. Stop, think, and connect. In all of these incidents, what I see is we need our loved ones to understand the need to take out the emotions from the transactions, especially in the digital world. Yeah, I know the cyber policy needs a review. Our technology is moving faster than what the human mindset is accepting. Either it be our home, either it be our workplaces, or it be our communities like the Toastmaster communities. It is in need of the time. Hence, I would say the goals and objectives is that we should come up and increase the awareness in the society regarding cybersecurity and reiterate the concept of stop, think, and connect. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Arsalan Ayub, for the wonderful speech. And I believe it was motivational. People, they liked it. Thank you very much. Okay, we go back now for our second speaker. And if the IT moderator can just remove the spotlight, so it goes back. Thank you very much. Okay, our second speaker is Toastmaster Amanda Robot. But before I introduce her, I would like to introduce the evaluator, who is our Vice President Education, Toastmaster Shakil Sheikh. Now, I want to say something about Toastmaster Shakil. If you want to see a true leader, you can look at Toastmaster Shakil. I remember since he joined the BITP, he became a part of the XCOM. And this year he took the second man role in the XCOM. And he's very committed in what he is doing. And he understands the situations and he takes the action as per the situation. And this is a leadership role. And I really salute him for whatever he is doing in the club. Okay, my video was not on. Sorry for that. I apologize for that. So Toastmaster Shakil is one of the best leaders that I have ever met. And I believe that he will excel in the Toastmaster and even on his provision also. Toastmaster Shakil Sheikh, please introduce your speaker and the topic that she will be talking about. Mic is yours.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony. That was a really lovely, lovely introduction. I don't know whether I'm the best leader. I'm still learning. So I don't know when the best will come, because I believe that there is no end to perfection. There is no end to the best. So to keep working on it. So it's everybody's working. I'm going to just learn about it. That's all. So our speaker, area director, Toastmaster Amanda, she's delivering the icebreaker speech. That is the first speech of the pathways dynamic leadership. And this icebreaker speech, the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speech. So it's the first speech, and the speech time is 4 to 6 minutes. So I'm the timer, so I'm going to note it anyway. And with that, all the best to the speaker, and back to you, Master of Ceremony.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shakil. Thank you very much. So you're timer and you're the evaluator. Okay, now Toastmaster Amanda Roberts. Now she's the area director. But some of you, they will wonder, how come she is an area director and she's just doing her icebreaker? Some of you maybe, but this is because she's doing more than one pathways. Toastmaster Amanda, I had the honor to meet her since we chartered the BITP club. She was with us and we learned a lot from her, and she have great skills in leadership and communication with others, which made her one of the best speakers in the Toastmaster clubs. I would like now to introduce Toastmaster Amanda Rabot and her icebreaker speech, Pathways Dynamic Leadership. Mic is yours, Toastmaster Amanda.
It was a dark night with thunderstorm. The wife of a couple who was expecting got her labor pains, and the husband had to rush her to the hospital. With the greatest difficulty, he reached the hospital and they were able to give birth to a little girl on the 26th of September. When the nurse handed over this baby to the mother took this baby and kissed her on her forehead and said, "You are a diamond." Master of ceremonies, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests, good evening. This little girl who was born on the 26th of September started growing up. During her childhood, she had the best time of her life. I could say she had the best parents, the parents who supported her, but also taught her a lot of values. With all these values and everything that she learned from her parents and her adults, she started going to school. Till about 14 years, she was having the time of her life in school. But one day, the disaster started. One day, her English teacher called her in front of all the students to the front of the class and started praising her. Now, she had no idea what was happening. Apparently, she has won a speech contest and she was able to represent the school. On behalf of the school, she was able to represent everyone there. And the English teacher was very proud of her. But this happiness didn't last for long. All her classmates started treating her so badly. You could say there was jealousy there, but what to do? This is how things used to happen. So when she started shining in her school, there was a lot of most of her friends started ignoring her. And she didn't want to go to school anymore. She used to go home and cry every time saying, "I don't want to go to school anymore. I don't have any friends in my school." But her parents called her and told her, "Remember, daughter, you are a diamond. The more pressure you have in you, the more pressure you face, you will be more valuable." And that's how a diamond gets its value. Keeping that in her mind, she was determined that she is going to face all these troubles or all these obstacles that was coming in front of her. Time passed and she started her job. At her first job, at the first month itself, she was recognized for all her skills that she had. And she was given a promotion. That's where the second obstacle started. All her colleagues, not all, I could say some of her colleagues, started treating her bad again. Now, once again, she was getting disappointed. She was getting depressed. Why is this happening only to me? She thought. But then again, she remembered that words her mother and father told her. The more pressure the stone gets, the more valuable it becomes. With all those pressure, she moved on in her life. Later on, she came to a stage where she was about to get married. But life had different plans. And few days before her marriage, they had to call off her marriage because of some situations that she had to go through. This made her disappointed again. She went through depression. She didn't want to even go out, meet people. But then she thought, no, let me take this opportunity and let me take this as a learning experience and teach others that no matter what you go through in life, take it as a learning opportunity and face it. With that alacrity, now, today, she is here in front of you, not being scared to speak about the things that she had to go through. And that girl is none other than me. Back to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you very much. Wow, mashallah, mashallah. That was a wonderful speech. Actually, I was so engaged with the speech. Thank you very much for this wonderful wisdoms that comes out from your mouth, Toastmaster Amanda. And it is something that we are used to. Thank you very much. Now, let us go for the next session. And the next session, I think some of you, they love this session because this is a bit of learning and fun. And today we have, which is the table topic session. And today we have our Mr. President, Toastmaster Mohammed Viqaruddin. He's the person who will be with you conducting the table topic master for today. Please welcome with me, Mr. President Toastmaster Mohammed Viqaruddin in the table topic session.
Thank you, Mr. IPP, made by President Toastmaster Ahmed Balushi, our vibrant Toastmaster of the day, who's conducting this meeting. Now, I remember whenever the table topic comes, when I attended for the first time, I was keep my face like that. I don't want to attend that. So most of the virtual world, most of them, they will switch off the camera. I can see Mahmoud Adraj, he switch off his camera. So we need we need him back, and we need also our guest Toastmaster, Toastmaster Ahmed. Now, welcome to table topic session is one of the best way to practice thinking, speaking, or your feet. In other words, it's impromptu speaking. You may have seen two speakers, they prepare the speech and they come and deliver. So this impromptu speaking, you have to say about you. So speech should be organized, having an opening, body, and conclusion. We never know who we may be asked tough question. Either I can ask for you or anyone, like general table topic. The purpose of that, it is our benefit to know how to properly answer the questions, or at least look like we are controlling all of the situation. Even if you don't know exact answer, the more we practice, better we can get it. So today's theme, what is our today's theme? Today's theme is about New Year, New Me. So I will take the same topic according to the theme. So I need a volunteer. I think our Mr. Hamad, as a guest, I will give preference to Toastmaster Mahmoud. I want to give first topic to our guest. Okay, one more guest. Hiba also raised her hand. So let Mr. Hamad, you see how Hiba responding to this topic. And I think she's also champion of table topic. That is why she joined here. And we have some passionate like that. So now the topic for you, Toastmaster Hiba, if possible, if you can switch on your camera, if possible.
I'm afraid not.
Oh,
I'm not ready. I'm sorry.
Okay, okay, that's fine. And now for your topic is New Year, New Me, more focusing less multitasking. I will repeat again. New year, new me, more focusing, less multitasking. Over to you.
I always thought that multitasking is a good thing to have, or a good feature to have. And I mastered multitasking throughout my professional life. I used to work and study and play sports. And in the latest years, it took me 6 years to finish my master's. And I didn't have much time to enjoy and play sports as much as I used to. That's why this year I decided to have more fun. I decided to postpone studying and scheduling it and start playing a new sport. The 1st of January this year marked my first table tennis class. I thought I used to play sports, but normally going to the gym, play classes, join classes, yoga classes, or something like that. But I wanted to have something to be interactive, to enhance my skill in that sport and have a kind of competitiveness. It was a lucrative to have more fun, and it was not about multitasking. I decided to have more about time management. So I postponed my study to the summer, because in the summer I have more. I cannot watch the timer. Yeah, okay. In the summer I have more time to study, but in the leisure time during the whole year, I want to have some fun. That's why I join more Toastmasters sessions, like the one we have. I'm attending today for the first time, and play sports. So I encourage all of you to have fun. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hiba, attempting the table topic. Now the next, I have a guest, special guest, Mr. Hamad.
Saw that coming since I joined. So
Okay. Now for your topic is,
please.
Our theme is New Year, New Me. And the topic is new opportunities. I will repeat again, New Year, New Me, new opportunities. Over to you.
Thank you for Toastmaster of the day. So 2023 is a big change for me. And not only it's a new year, but it's also where I reached my 4th decade of my life. So new opportunities for me is to try and dabble into teaching rather than learning only. The best ways to learn is to teach. I read this somewhere in some book, but mainly I'm tackling it in 2 different areas. One is going back to my master's university of Glasgow. They've been asking me to teach for some time, and I'm going back to that, revisiting all my studies, reconnecting with students and colleagues to not only teach but to learn. And the other part of that, which might be a shock to everybody, I do martial arts. So I've been asked by my masters to teach for some time. So I'm starting, let's just say, a class for students as workshops, not only to participate as a trainer, but also to teach what I've learned throughout the year through workshops. So 2023 is me transitioning from not only as a student, you never finished being a student, but also transition to be a teacher. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you.
Thank
Well
you.
attempted table topic. Now, next, who want to raise your hand, or I will pick up? Toastmaster Mahmoud Adraj, he mentioned he is in the coffee shop. Is it okay? You can attempt?
I'm not sure if I can't raise my voice much, so I can keep it in a later stage. Or you
Okay.
can go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, good. Thank you. So now for your topic. Our theme is New Year, New Me. Now the topic is New Year, New Me, New Habits. New Year, New Me, New Habits. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Mohammed Viqaruddin. Yes, it is a new year. And in this year, I'll just copy what Hamad said. He is reaching 40 and I'll be reaching 50 by mid of this year. So 10 years older than you. But that doesn't mean that I'm, let's say, more wiser than you. It could be the other way around, but it's a lot of habits that has to be changed when you reach 40 and when you reach 50. This type of habits, or the habits that you need to take care of, is the health. You need to take care of your health. I need to take care of my health. I need to take care of the growing kids. I need to take care of the family. And with this age, you need to have peace in life and wisdom, and try to do a lot of exercises. There are lots of things. I mean, in 2023, there are lots of achievements that I look to cross and to achieve in the personal level, in the work level, and so on. Back to you, Mr. Viqaruddin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahmoud Adraj. I think you are one of our champion of table topic and well attempted and to the point. Now we have only one as our Toastmaster of the day. He has taught me not to take much topics because we are controlling the time, finish meeting on time. So we need only one. Who wants to attempt, or shall I choose? Toastmaster Sarah Ibrahim.
Yes, Mr. President. Yes, table topics master, I'm sorry.
Okay. And for you, the topic is New Year, New Me, more books, less social media. New Year, New Me, more books, less social media. Over to you.
Thank you, table topic master, for that wonderful topic. A topic which is very close to my heart, because anybody who knows me knows that I vibe with books more than people on social media. But one thing I would like to rephrase that topic a little bit to my liking is that a new year, not a new me, a better me. Because I feel that every year that happens, there need not be a new me entirely. I feel that there is a need for a better version of the me that exists today. Talking about last year I had estimated to read about 200 books. I was able to exceed my target of 200 by reading 400 books. This year, the target is 700, and I have achieved about 20 books so far, where I do my own thing of reading a book, and I am part of several publishing houses where I have to give them reviews about it. That's a different part of my life that most people don't know about. But the most important aspect that I learned in this entire journey of reading a book is escaping my reality, which is a monotony in itself. And that's what readers are. They envision something that normal humans cannot. We get to travel places, dimensions that is unachievable by a normal human being. And by that, I'm saying that I'm abnormal. So consider it weird as it is, but that's how readers are. And I actually urge each one of you to make it a target that, okay, maybe you cannot achieve goals like me, but definitely go crazy. Try to have a more realistic goal in your case. But that's all about me. Thank you, and over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you. Today's reader, tomorrow leader. This I know that speech and the quote. So I think I'm also targeting to read at least 10 books because last year I did not achieve. So reading books, you will get more knowledge, more innovative ideas. So prior to that, I just giving back to Toastmaster of the day. Now I request everyone, can you switch on your camera? We need to take one picture. Toastmaster Amanda, Toastmaster Arsalan, Toastmaster Sarah, she said not, but at least I need picture for our VPPR team requesting because they want to publish tomorrow one on social media. Toastmaster Amanda Rabo. Toastmaster Wasim. I think Amanda Rabo, she is busy. So we will take one picture. Toastmaster Wasim. Okay. Who's taking picture? Okay, I will take.
Yes, I'm taking.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Not so serious. Let's have a cheese.
Sorry, come again. I'm not getting you properly.
No, we are smiling now. We have to take one more
Okay.
picture because
Okay, sure. Okay.
thank you, our multitasking Toastmaster Wasim. And now I will give back control to our Toastmaster Ahmed Balushi, our vibrant Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Viqaruddin, our president, for the lovely table topic session. Now we are going for our pre-final session, which is the evaluation. And I'm handing over the mic to our lovely general evaluator, Toastmaster Veena. Mic is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. As I've already given introduction, I will not take much time introducing what is the role of the general evaluator. So straight away, let me go to my role. So before starting, let me call upon the timer to give the time taken by the speakers as well as the TT commentators.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. The time taken by the prepared speakers, Toastmaster Arsalan took 6 minutes and 43 seconds. And Area 3 Director, Toastmaster Amanda took 6 minutes and 49 seconds. Both are qualified. Now for table topics, Toastmaster Hiba took 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Mr. Hamad took 1 minute and 25 seconds. Toastmaster Mohammed took 1 minute and 30 seconds. Toastmaster Sarah took 2 minutes and 21 seconds. All are qualified.
Thank you very much.
Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, timer Toastmaster Shakil. So with that, are you going to launch the voting or
No, later.
Not later?
Last, we are taking for all.
Okay, no problem, because speeches may get influenced by evaluation also, no problem, since it is virtual meeting, no problem. So now let me call upon the first evaluator, that is Santosh, on speaker Arsalan Ayub. Hope I have pronounced properly.
Madam General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and my speaker, Toastmaster Arsalan in particular. Our speaker, who is a wonderful personality, gained alacrity by his presence. He had a stage presence, but then he had some teething problems in the initial stages. But in a while, he took control of the ground and moved along with alacrity into the subject with a lot of interesting facts a lot of interesting matter that he moved into us. It was very informative speech. The moment he started off, he came up with his child's problem, the PlayStation issue, then his father's issue, and he mentioned how the social media or the cybersecurity threats could come up with among the loved ones, and he moved forward with that kind of an interest. Everybody, all of us were stuck to the screen, knowing what is going to come next. Now, I could see that there are 5 elements of an emotional intelligence, which is self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, and social skills and empathy. He's touched most of these points one after the other in a way, but I feel that a bit more of motivation would have been required for a speech of this level. And some of the things I liked about the speech was that he had clarity of his speech. His language is very clear. It is very audible. Two, there's the basic body language was used quite well. And then an imaginary was created when he mentioned about his personal stories about how the social threats happen. Now, I understand that this speech, the speaker has just done 1 or 2 speeches and jumped into the level 3. So when you do your second standard and move into the 7th standard, I get a triple promotion in the 7th standard. You miss a lot of lessons in between. I can see that gap very clear here. And some of the things which you should differentiate between a presentation and a speech. There's a lot of difference. When you come prepared with the speech, you only have 6 to 7 minutes. So you come forward, you talk about your beginning, you present your beginning very well, move steadily into the points and have a transition between the points and end with a superb conclusion. Now, your points, your speech had a lot of matter, a lot of information, but what did the audience take back? You had to have a strong a message that sent across what you need to do when some things like this happen, and so that the EQ would have been completed. I would say that a bit more of voice modulation would have been very clear, because you're talking about emotional intelligence altogether. And when you write a speech, you got to write a speech with the intention and knowing that the speakers are going to listen. They are not going to read. So when that difference is felt, your speech will make a lot of difference. Ultimately, I just want to end here saying that, you have to very clearly understand that a good speech is like a pencil. It should have a point. And in your case, you had all the matter, all the material, all the interesting facts, but the point at the end was not passed with precision. And that always can be done with a bit more practice. And with a bit more practice, you are ready to capture the world because you got the matter. Back to you, Toastmaster, Madam Toastmaster, Veena, the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abraham. Now may I call upon Toastmaster Shakil to evaluate the Toastmaster second speaker, Toastmaster Amanda's speech.
And for his speech, I am the timer for him. Unmute yourself, Toastmaster Shakil.
Sorry, General Evaluator, just give me 1 minute to adjust. So I was taking the other role. Okay. Mr. President, how will you show me the time?
I will show.
I
will show all the backgrounds.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. You are truly a diamond, Area 3 Director. This is really true. You are a diamond. And what an apt title of the speech, the diamond. This is exactly what you are. The way you described your life story and the way you passed the message was truly brilliant. It was an icebreaker speech, but normally the icebreaker speech tend to get sometimes boring. The way you described your story and passed the message, it was really catching. What a brilliant way to introduce yourself as what you are and what you learned in life and give that as a message to all the audience. It was brilliant. The thing that I liked about your speech was the wonderful way you described your life story. the way you were born, and then you were said you are truly a diamond, and then you describe your childhood, how a diamond has to go through various stages and to be polished, to be under pressure to become a diamond. That was truly amazing. And later, at the even the later stages of your life, how you went through that and truly you became a diamond. That story that you described was really nice. A personal story is always attractive and catching in the speeches. The second thing I liked about your speech was the expressions, the way you expressed yourself, the way you showed emotions when certain events came, like you were being pressurized or you were being in the school being handled in a different way, the way you handle the pressure, those emotions were very expressive. Now, regarding some improvements on speech, I would recommend that you stand up and deliver a speech, because when you stand, you can express yourself better. You can show your motions, hand gestures, body language. This is one of the very important aspects. While sitting, it is possible to deliver a speech, but it does not get that same effect. So I would recommend you to stand up while delivering speeches. The second recommendation I have is about the stories. The stories have to have some more variance. It was more monotonous. So although it was really nice, I was fully engrossed at one point. In fact, forgot to look at the time, like got up immediately. It was very engrossing story, but it looked somewhat monotonous. If there's more variations, it could have been more catching. So in summary, it was a brilliant story. It was a wonderful way of expressing who you are, and the expressions were very good. And for improvement, I would recommend you to have a position of standing, as well as have some more variations in the speech, ups and lows, and voice modulation. That will definitely take your speech to the next level. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you. Over to you, General Manager.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shakil, for that evaluation. Now, may I call upon again the timer to give the time taken by the evaluators?
Thank you, General Evaluator. This time taken by first evaluator, Toastmaster Santosh, was 3 minutes and 11 seconds. And for my time, I will invite Mr. President.
Yeah, the second evaluator time took 3 minutes, 7 seconds. Or almost 7.
Thank you very much. With that, all the assignees are qualified for voting, right? Okay, before calling upon our grammarians and commenting about TO Modi, let me start with the meeting. So starting from pre-meeting, yeah, the socialization was very good. The VP education was contacting me. In fact, I had forgotten that I had committed for this G. I remembered only yesterday or today morning when he sent the link and the reminder. Then only I remembered, others I would have really missed it. And the VP and President, they are very, after opening the meeting, I mean, after logging in, very actively socializing with all the guests. So the meeting, talking them, and very lively conversation. So that is how it should go. So that the members or the guests who come, they should feel they shouldn't feel out of home. They should feel they're accommodative. They're not guests like one a part of their club or group. The meeting started bang on time. So that's a very good point, because many of the times, especially on virtuals, because of the connections, this thing and all, it invariably get delayed 5 or 10 minutes, 15 minutes and all. But maybe you people are all IT background people. That may be the advantage for you, but it was very good thing, point to be noted. And Sergeant Arms opened the meeting very nicely with the mission of the club. Many times in hurry burry, we forget to read out the club mission. Reading out the club mission is very important, which keeps reminding us about the Toastmasters. Moving on, the president also opened the meeting, called to order. But only thing what I felt, maybe you didn't have the gavel. You could have made some small noise, which you had. I didn't hear the noise actually. I don't know. Maybe we couldn't hear. I think a little bit more sound you can make to open the meeting. Guests were well introduced. Agenda adoption and changes were done. And yeah, also proposal and the adoption of the agenda also done, proposing and seconding also. Apologies were also conveyed. Just I want to comment in this. Actually, it became messed up a little bit. So you called the agenda changes, then apologies conveyed. Then after that, you called for proposal and seconding the agenda. So you can finish up one segment, then you can call upon for the second segment. Immediately after calling for immediately after the changes, you can call for proposal and seconding. Then yeah, moved on. Yeah, there was no business session. That is another good point which I really liked it, because many of the times the business session will go on for 10-15 minutes, and especially the guests, even the members, we get bored of this. So I don't know whether it's parliamentary process, according to the parliamentary process, it is acceptable or not. I'm not very sure, but it's a good point. All the points, what business session is mainly for the club members. So all the points what we have to tell or what we have to stress, we can put. Now everybody is so active in social media, so we can put it in the groups, and we can keep sending the reminders about the speeches or the payments or the activities, what is going on, all those things. So there is no need to keep. There is no need to be telling in the meetings and board the guests also. Presidential address, yes, you talked about the theme of the meeting, New Year, New Me, and you told all those things also, what you wanted to do in this year also, what the new me you should be. But I felt that Josh was not there with this. The president's address should be more of motivating. It should be motivating to the members and the guests who should get influence, and the guests especially, they should feel that we should come and join this club. Probably you could have started with a small story, what made you to take up these decisions, or somebody else's story, how they have how they have decided about the New Year mission, how they couldn't accomplish, or what in your life, why it made you to take all these decisions. So some motivational small story, 1 or 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes, the story, 4 to 5 line story you could have told, and then after that you could have told what you want to do in this new year. Okay, with that, let me move on. Moving on to the other assignees, TMOD, our president, sorry, not the TMOD, TT Master, our president again, Viqaruddin, brought very beautiful topics, all apt to the theme of the meeting, related to the meeting, and he also called upon non-assignees. So that is the importance of having, that is the importance of TT Master's role also. We should see that all the people should come up and talk. That is how we improve our talking, speaking abilities also. Otherwise, some people will be just sitting, hiding behind, and we should promote them, or we should motivate them to speak. You also talked about you also spoke about what is TT and why it is important. All those preface you gave, the introduction you gave about Toastmaster, about the table topics. Now. Moving on, before going to Bemirian's role, I just want to tell a few words about TMOD. TMOD was very, very, very power-packed person. Started with the quotes, very motivating, very humorous. Opening comments was very good. I liked it very much. This is the second time I'm seeing you as the TMOD. So both the times, and I really like the way you passed on the agenda. You are very energetic, and the theme of the meeting was also very good. Since we just started our new year, the theme of the meeting was also very good, and even the agenda was very beautifully made. All the timing colors also against each speaker, the green, yellow, and this thing. I don't know who has made, probably VP Education or the TMOD, depends on the club. So whoever has made it, it's really very beautifully it was done. That is about, yeah, you stuck onto the time also. The time is, I think, according to the agenda only. Then moving on. So our grammarian's role, grammarian contest. Timer, yeah, before grammarian and contest, timer also he gave very beautifully, he gave the timing criteria about each segment, the TT, the evaluation, and even the speakers. And you also showed very clear, you are very professional in managing the time. You also had that background also, so that we could understand that you were a timer. But now you removed it, I think, no? Okay. Now moving on to our grammarian contest report. I understand that the grammarian is the last moment grammarian, right? So you just took up on the spot, but the word was there before and it was shared. Okay. Let me now call upon to give a reports on grammarian on grammar word of the day as well as our Toastmaster Wasim.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening once again to all of you. I just start with the grammarian report first.
Yes.
The language overall usage was excellent. The word of the day was spoken 6 times. 2 times TM Santosh Ibrahim, 2 times TM Ahmed, and 1 time TM Hiba. Some good quotes were there. Like good speech is like a pencil spoken by our TM Santosh Ibrahim, and then today's readers, tomorrow's leader is by our president TM Mohammed Viqaruddin.
Start again.
Our counter report 27 times. Repeated words used 7 times. Used 3 times. If you want, I can give you the report of each individual.
Thank you very much. Yeah, maybe you can send them personally, because if anybody is having too many hours, they may get offended. That sometimes happens. Also, this counter role is for our own improvement, especially when they come as a guest or some even the members, when they have their language is little bit weak. When we tell them how many hours are there, they may get offended, because I remember that I too have too many hours in my speeches. So once when I went as a guest, somebody told me that I am the counter queen. So I really got offended. I felt bad, but then I took it a little bit sportively. I try my level best to decrease that one. This all comes with practice only. So I don't know what is the practice in your club also. If you don't want to offend anybody, you can send it personally how much.
Yes.
So that at least they will know whether they're doing too many hours and this thing repeated words. So unless we make them aware these hours and repeated words or the long pauses and all, we will not improve in reducing our hours and all those long gaps or repeated words. So maybe that's a good idea to send it personally. Another point,
right.
which sorry.
All right, back to you.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all from my side.
Okay. Thank you very much, Grammarian. I really liked your alacrity to accept the role at the last moment. I understand this word is not given by
I'll just
you.
send everyone personally.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
No, actually this word was given by TM Ahmed al-Balushi. So last time they just sent me a message saying that you are taking a grammarian role as our TM Ahmed, he is going to take a TMOD role because our TMOD has an emergency. So I just took his role. So finally, I just saw this word alacrity.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate your alacrity to take up the role at the last moment. So this word is a really very new word for me. It was difficult. I surely believe that the person who has given the word should be a Shashi Tharoor of your club. in my opinion, what I feel is that you should give a little bit easier word. It's good to learn the new words, but if you want those words to be used in the clubs meetings or even in our day-to-day conversation, we need to have a little bit easier and simple words. These words are mainly for professional, or maybe if you want to write something professional speeches or some novels or something, maybe, or some comments, some editorial board, or all, maybe that will influence the people looking at your grammar. But as a speaker in the meetings as well as outside, in my opinion, I feel that if you give a little bit simpler and a newer word, that will help the members more to use the words more and more, to as well as they can improve their vocabulary also. Another point which I wanted to tell you also, you could have told, although you have in your background how the word of the day should be used. If you had told that in your while describing the gremlin's role as well the word of the day, that would have been useful. I think 1 or 2 examples were given in the agenda also, probably. Agenda, I don't know, maybe it's not used.
It is there, it is there.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, while
In fact,
describing while describing
I
role,
had
you
one
can give.
example.
Yeah, while describing your role, you could have told 1 or 2 examples how it can be used, whether it is verb or noun, so that may improve the knowledge, the grammatical knowledge of the members, because many of our language is not English language, mother tongue is not English language, and many of us have not studied also in English medium. So knowing lots of grammar is little bit, many of us, we don't know that much of grammar. We're not perfect in that grammar, English grammar. Yeah, with that, I think I have covered everything. Did I miss anything? Overall, it was a very good meeting, started on time. I think ending also almost on time. What is it, time ending? Maybe
9:30, so still we have 4 or 5 minutes more.
Since you didn't have any business session and there are only 2 speakers, it is good to finish by the 9, 10 and 15 after winding up everything.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed being the GE, and I really liked the TMOD's role, very energetic and very humorous, and the speeches were very good. And with these points, 1 or 2 points, other than that, it was a perfect meeting, and thanks for inviting me, and all the best to you, and back to TMOD. Maybe who will call for the voting, the ballots?
Yeah, I will raise the poll now.
Okay, thank you. Back to
So
you.
by that time, we will give to TMOD, and TMOD, I will launching the poll, and we will use the best speaker, best evaluator, best table topic. Please vote all of them. Best speaker, best role player, best evaluator, and best table topics.
So we are done with this now. I'm coming back to me
Yes.
as the TMOD of the day. I'll give it back to you. Don't worry, Mr. President. I'll give you the mic back.
Yeah. Because our area 3 director, she's having some urgency, so she need to address. So if you
I will
can
give her.
Yeah.
I'll give you the mic back, and you can just introduce her also. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be the Toastmaster of the day. I enjoyed it, and I performed it with alacrity. All of you professional, and I love you for being here and enjoying the time. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Our vibrant Toastmaster of the day, as usual, he is a great speaker, great orator, great mentor. Everything, whatever the greatness is there, it is there with our immediate past president, Toastmaster Ahmed Balushi. And today's meeting, I got a lot of support from him. Because of him, we are running the meeting. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ahmed Balushi. I think we have already, poll is finished. So I will end that poll. And with that, I want to give a chance or honor to invite our Area 3 Director to address us for 1 to 2 minutes. Then we will wind up with our awards and presentation. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Good evening once again. It's always an honor to be here with BITP. This is my second home club. I always feel at home when I visit your club. And today is not my official visit, but I'll be visiting you all officially soon, and really proud of this club. This club has achieved 9 DCP points, and among the 3 clubs in the area, you all have achieved your target, and I'm sure you all are going to achieve more. So proud of this club and always happy to be a part of the club. And I can see prospect members in today's meeting. So I would like to request all the prospect guests who are present here today, don't wait anymore. Come join the club and, you know, be a part of our family. That's all from me. I'll be visiting you all soon, officially as the area director's visit. So till that, I would like to hand control back to the president.
Thank you so much, Area 3 Director, for your address and motivation. And yes, we achieved. And this year we missed 1 point. Normally, last year we achieved our 10 out of 10, and still we are working on that. And I hope before end of April, we will achieve our 10 out of 10. And thank you so much for your motivation speech. Now with that, now the time comes to take a feedback. Before feedback, I need to announce who is the best role player for today's meeting. Now, Mr. IPP, we have ribbons now. So I will give you only a virtual ribbon, not physical. So now who is the best role player for today's meeting? I will show you only for as a best role player, best
Master of ceremony.
Wow. Thank you, Mr. Rich Education. You helped me. And before I conclude, yes, the best role player is today's meeting is our one and only one IPP, Ahmed Balushi. Congratulations. Now we'll come to our next best table topic. Who is the best table topic? Guess it.
Area Director Sarah.
Wow, what happened? What did you eat today? You are guessing correctly. Yes, Area 2 Director, and there is a tie-up between Mr. Hamad and Toastmaster Mahmoud Adraj. Tie-up also is there. And now the best evaluator. Who is the best evaluator?
None other than Santosh.
Oh my God. So you admit that? Yes, the best evaluator is our champion, Toastmaster Santosh Abraham is our champion, as well as there is a close tie-up between Toastmaster Shakil. I think you are coming with the same way. Good attempt. And now the best speaker. Who is the best speaker? And now the best speaker, none other than is our area
Director.
Okay, and now Toastmaster Arsalan, I think for you, I need to give one next meeting. Our next meeting is on physical, which is hosting for us. There is a company called Y-Axis. for their offer for us to host a meeting. So our next meeting, which is on 23rd of January, will be physical in SEEF area, Y-axis, 11th floor. We will share you later about the address. So next meeting are physical. And I need to give your speech, Toastmaster Arsalan, icebreaker. Your ribbon is with me. So I will give you by that time. And with that, we will ask a feedback from our member. He's still guest, but he will become member in our next meeting, which is Mr. Mohammed. Give the feedback about your experience. Last time you attended as a physical meeting, today is virtual.
You read my mind. It's actually, I had the pleasure of actually attending it both virtually and physically, so I can see all the aspects regarding the Toastmaster. Can't wait to join. See you all on within 2 weeks. I hope Yani just guide me through it. I think I should. I don't know what the process is, so just guide me through that. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you so much to be Toastmaster Mohammed. And the next meeting, you will be inducting as a Toastmaster, and officially
Inshallah.
we are making you as a Toastmaster Mohammed. And now with that, we have another guest as well as our general evaluator. Already she has shared her experience, but again, we'll take as a feedback, as a protocol I'm following. Otherwise, she comment on that. You are not invited as a guest.
Thank you, Mr. President. As you said, I have already given my comments. It was my first time meeting. Lovely to be here. I heard so much about all energetic leaders here. There are so many area directors, so many well-known faces. Yeah, it was a nice meeting, and I like the way it started on time and going to end on time. Back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM Veena Nagaraj and Dr. Veena, for your support today. Come as a general evaluator. Now, the next in line, I have our Toastmaster Sarah Ibrahim. She said not to say as area director. I'm saying Toastmaster Sarah, tell about BITP meeting. How was today?
Thank you. Good evening once again. First of all, I would like to thank everybody over here for selecting me as the table topic commentator, as one of the best. But I believe me with the camera close, I would like to give my ribbon, my achievement to our soon to be Toastmaster Haman for giving it such a good shot at the table topics. This is what I believe, and this is the first of many you will achieve. That is from my end. And regarding BITP meetings, always it's a pleasure. Maybe for the first time, I've seen BITP meetings end before time, actually. The number of meetings that I've been there at BITP have always gone over time, but that's all right. It's the enthusiasm, the energy that we see at BITP that keeps us still there, you know. Yes, keep going on. Let the meeting go on. It's fine, completely fine. Thank you. And I'm not sure that I'll be attending the physical one because I'm super busy. But thank you for doing it online today so that I could join in. And back to you, Mr. President.
And we want you to come for next meeting, and we are inducting to be Toastmaster Hamad. And now next in line, we have all the way from Cairo, Toastmaster Hiba. Give the feedback of BITP, which you listen from outside the meeting. Now today you are in the meeting. How did you feel about BITP?
Hello, good evening. Yeah, hello, good evening, everyone. I really enjoyed the meeting. I learned from the meeting, the table topics was amazing. The questions was simple and deep at the same time. The speeches were amazing, and the reviews. I enjoyed all of them. I'm observing and I'm trying to learn. I hope I can reach this level one day. It was amazing, and it's a great learning experience, especially it's online and just connecting to the internet and be connected to professionals like you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hiba, connecting all the way from Cairo, and keep connecting with us whenever we have opportunity as an online meeting. and we are trying to keep ourselves to be hybrid if possible. But right now, next meeting is our physical, and happy to welcome to Bahrain. Now, all the way from our Happy New Year already we have to celebrate in the beginning, but now Toastmaster Santosh Abraham, our past president, I need to receive his feedback. Still, I have 10 minutes more so I can wind up the meeting. 5 minutes, okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. I won't take much time. Only the meeting could carry its content and its quality as always. We had two wonderful speeches that we witnessed. Thanks for the area director also to come. But what I missed is that we missed a lot of friends here. What happened to all our members? I think it's high time that we call our members and ask them to participate in meetings, because we together make a great team. And we need every member to come in and participate and make it. I know everybody is busy, but then see, the beauty of BITP is each of the members make the club. So we have always had the contents from every member that really made us. So we are missing a part of us. I would really say, let's thanks for all the people who came in today, and we made it beautiful today. Imagine if we had another 5 people coming from our side. It would have been into 5, beauty into 5. So we are missing that. When if somebody is missing this meeting, we are missing the benefit, because what we do here is that we come in and share our experiences. If 2 people are not there, we are -2 experiences, -2 wisdom. So let's invite more people, and let's have the whole team coming together, whether it's virtual or physical, whichever is convenient. Let's take a call from the members and see if you need to have, if they prefer virtual, why don't we have 1 virtual and 1 physical every month? If that is the case, at least we'll have all the members coming. We don't want to miss members. So take a call and see if they would prefer to have 1 virtual and 1 physical. So we don't miss the physical experience either. We don't miss the virtual experience either. That's all from my side. I enjoyed being here again after a long time. But then, yeah, I wouldn't miss the meetings either, like our president said. But I was away for a month. I was in Europe for a month. But then, yes, it is good to be back. But now I would like to say, let's have a full-fledged meeting with all our members. I'm good to see Toastmaster Ahmad Al-Balushi. He colored the meeting a lot today being here. We have some stalwarts like him, Khalid missed today, but every member, I mean, Mahmoud Al-Adraj, thanks to him that he came back. Toastmaster, I would really like to give a big round of applause to these 3 people, Mohammed, Viqaruddin, Toastmaster, Shakil, and Wasim. They are really making a great work together. When many gaps are being filled by them, these are people probably who do not get the applauses, but then they have all out. So thank you so much for doing what you're doing, and let's come together as a team. There are many people that we're missing, and together we can do a great things together towards tomorrow. That's it. And back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you so much, our past president and my unofficial mentor, and mentoring the things in club and make vibrancy back our club members. I think we will focus on that, and me and Toastmaster Shakil trying level best, all members to come and participate. And still we are working on that. I hope our next meeting, which is on 23rd January, and inducting Mr. Hamad, and we will bring all members at the same time. We will take a nice group picture at that time and physical. And I will take one more feedback to our George Washington. And he's our humorous champion. By the way, we have to congratulations for Mahmoud Adraj.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you still remember George Washington, yes?
Yes, I remember from the first time I attended as a Toastmaster meeting your speech, so I remember that.
Great. I mean, today it was a great meeting, and I believe everyone enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it personally, and I believe there is strict timelines. The timing is very important. Thank you, Mr. Shakil. It was great control, and I believe everyone is improving in the BITP club. Everyone is improving in terms of leadership, in terms of focusing on the time. And I think the general evaluator specifically mentioned that we are good in timing in start and hopefully in finish. You can still finish earlier, but at least we start on time and finish before the end of the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohammed Adraj, and see you on 23rd January in Y-axis, SIF area. And now we have a new Toastmasters. Are you enjoying his speeches? And Toastmaster Arsalan.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. President. I think overall, it was a great experience today. It was on time. People are very diligent. The feedback is really good. And I'm looking forward to meeting more Toastmasters as, or let's say more members of the club itself, as what Santosh has mentioned earlier, Toastmaster Santosh, that together we can make a bigger change. So that's all from my side. I hope everybody has a great weekend ahead, evening ahead. I'm an early guy who hits the bed early, so sorry about me starting to feel a little bit sleepy now. So that's all from my side. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. So now the next meeting, he's traveling. Okay, no problem. We'll try
Physical
to
next meeting.
a physical meeting. And now with that, I think still I have four more minutes, but I will take privilege. In virtual screen, I can see my gavel, and our general evaluator already mentioned I have to make the tab more laudable. So I can say,
Get the
adjourn
sound.
meeting number 90. See you on next meeting. Thank you,
Lovely.
everyone. And we conclude our meeting
Thank
exactly
you. Thank
before
you.
our time. So see
Thank you very
on
much.
our
Good night.